Good evening and welcome to COASTER-net Update. We've got some breaking news tonight out of Orlando, Florida, where we've just learned some new details about the Star Wars Galaxy Edge expansion of Disney Hollywood Studios. Now, recently we saw a news report saying that inside this Galaxy's Edge area, there will be no branded merchandise being sold. The reasoning Disney gave behind this was the idea that they wanted this new land to feel authentic, that they're going to have stuff being sold there inside Galaxy's Edge, but it's all going to be themed to different outposts, different vendors, different things that are going on. So you can still buy Star Wars merchandise within Galaxy's Edge, but it's going to be more of a handcrafted nature, more, authentic to what they're trying to accomplish there inside this new area, which I find this decision to be a little bit confusing. First, because we've also seen on the Disney Parks blog them releasing new images of Galaxy's Edge merchandise that we know this is opening up in 2019. This is probably going to be the biggest expansion to Disney ever, that we're expecting huge crowds to attend this, that this is going to be a very, very big deal. So obviously they're going to want to capitalize as much as they can, that anyone who went to Pandora this year at this World of Avatar, like I did, they had a lot of merchandise being sold all over. Now, granted, you could argue that some of that stuff may not have been branded merchandise, but costume pieces, the animatronic, Banshee toys that you could buy. But there was quite a few branded items there as well. So it was a mixture of both this. So I find it interesting that Disney, even though they did so well with Avatar, where still to this day it's very difficult to get your hands on one of those Banshees, that they're going to take this to the next level and really only sell unbranded merchandise within Galaxy's Edge. Now, I would have to assume that at some place inside this park, they're going to be selling branded merchandise. That obviously they're already selling a lot of Star Wars stuff throughout the Disney parks, pins and pops and everything in between, basically. So maybe it's just the idea is that within this area, you're not going to see traditional stores. You're only going to see these small vendors there. I think it may lead to some logistical problems. In the one article I read, they said, well, you'd be able to buy an AT-AT walker that would look more handcrafted in nature. But in my mind, it's like, well, how are they going to keep those things stocked? Are you going to have only a few of them out on display and then have people purchase them and then replenish them real quick to keep up the illusion of it being handcrafted? Because if you have 100 of them out on a table somewhere, I don't know if that's any different than having officially branded merchandise within this area as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens, with the merchandise for Galaxy's Edge, which I would have to assume is going to be a huge part of Disney money making here. When I go to a park, I buy pins, I buy hats, I buy shirts, I buy pretty much everything underneath the sun. So it'll be interesting to see how Galaxy Edge changes those buying habits, how it, what alternate items they have to offer there, and at what price point too, because sometimes with more authenticity, also you get more prices that are a lot higher as well. So it'll be interesting to see, like I said, how Disney actually goes about in actually achieving this unbranded, more realistic, more authentic experience of Galaxy's Edge, and then where you might find that stuff, if any, throughout the rest of the parks. So as always, thank you for joining us here on COASTER-net Update. We'll keep you updated on all the latest news and rumors throughout this offseason. And as always, ride on, Ride Warriors.